the devastating policies that Donald Trump is implementing. Policies that I warned people about before he was elected. Before he was elected, I told people that the Republican Party was going to come after social safety net programs because it was in Project 2025. And then when they started talking about Doge and cutting $2 billion from the budget, I again did a series of videos warning people that they were going to come after these social safety net programs. And all I'm trying to do is share this very real response from this woman who's being affected by the policies that Donald Trump is implementing. They're all down in my comment section. But you know what comment section they aren't in? They aren't in this woman's comment section.
What are you all gonna do now that you have no Section 8, no food stamps, no EBT, no nothing? What are you gonna do? I guess you're gonna have to get up off your ass and pull yourself up out of bootstraps and work. You know, work. Yeah, get a job. I think it's absolutely hilarious that some of the lifetime long people that, you know, have lived off the Section 8 food stamps and all of this free governmental assistance and have taken no action to try to better their lives, but live off of the government. I think it's absolutely hilarious that you're getting a real life lesson in adulthood. I do. I don't feel bad for you because there's some of us Americans who pay taxes and we don't ever receive any of those benefits. And some of us have to work 1, 2, 3 real jobs to provide for our families. So guess what? It's your turn to either pay back or become an adult. What kind of jobs are you going to get? I wonder, what kind of job are you going to get? Do you have any life skills? Yeah, karma. You can't continue to use and abuse your fellow Americans' tax dollars and everything from the government. Now you got to be a big adult and get a job. Or use some birth control and stop having some kids too. That would.
Yeah, they're all down in my comment section.
Hello. Yes, indeed. It's one of them days. And we starting off crazy with it. This was actually going to just be a regular show, but I just ended up just titling what I did. Crazy with it. Sometimes I want to be wrong. Sometimes I want to be fucking wrong about what I feel and what I vision and what I see and what I feel deep down in my spirit. Maybe I just need to accept my fate, that I got some kind of internal prophecy within myself. I need to accept it. I need to accept this gift because I don't be wrong. This is exactly what they all think about you. This is why I say the people who are hated the most are women and her children. There's a reason something in my spirit did not want children. There's a reason when I had one, I did not want any more. There's a reason something in my spirit said, okay, it's best for these boys to be with their dad. There's a reason something in my spirit left New York City. I already know people felt this way because I've had this harsh reality since my 20s. I've always gotten harsh realities in my 20s. I've dealt with jealousy, envy, hate majority of my life, and I still fucking do. She sat there and she said that. Trust me, that bitch gonna eat her words. We all know anybody who's getting up here giving a ceremony, the open of the mouth ceremony, as it says in the book Outwitting the Devil. Anyone who's doing that right now, I promise you they're going to eat their words. Okay? Somebody like that, you know damn well that bitch got a husband that pay for everything. You think that's a single woman? Hell no. Her husband pays for everything. That's why she running her mouth and talking shit. That's why she's sitting down in that house. That's the same woman. Let me pull her back up. This is the same bitch. Okay? This is the same bitch that will be envious and jealous of you on your food stamps, on your Medicaid, on your Section 8, and you still go out there and get a degree or a certification, and you're more qualified than her for the fucking position that she got. It's her. It's her. And you're going to see more of this. And more and more and more. And you need to understand, black women, they are attacking us. We are the ones that they're attacking. And I found myself to get offended at the part where she was like, people have to get 2 or 3 jobs to survive. And I'm like, bitch, I'm from New York City. Everybody already know the game in New York City. And my thing is, I said this shit. But let me tell you something. Who else has talked to you like this? Who else has talked to you like this? I think I need to change the title of the show. You don't know, it's the black male. The black male has talked to you the same motherfucking way. He has told you that your degrees ain't shit, that you on welfare, that you got different kids, different baby daddies, you don't choose men smart. She's look, why is she even opening her mouth? She said work, 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 work. That's black women. We ain't stupid. We ain't stupid because she believes that. Though we know the welfare queen is the white woman. But see, black males, this is what black males have done to you, black women. I want you to not respond. This is the black male's fault. She's saying the same shit that he's been saying to you. She's spewing the same envious, jealous shit that he's been saying to you. What world is she in? A lot of people are not having children right now. Literally, a lot of people the children, millennials and Gen Z women are not birthing children. This is why Project 2025 is here. This is why you think they banning abortions and taking away birth control, because children are not being born. It doesn't make sense to ban birth control or abortions if children were being born. Don't worry. We're going to see who the true welfare queen is out here. We're going to see, black women, who your true op and enemy is out here, which is the black male. We all been telling you that. And this is his counterpart right here, the woman on the screen, the big screen, the white woman. That's his counterpart. They're the same motherfucker. Actually, all males are the same to me. That's just me. Same motherfucker. Because I'm going to keep telling y'all, and y'all better never forget that black males voted for Trump just to see you suffer. Women like her just to see you suffer. White males just to see you suffer. Because black women, we are the attack for everybody. And y'all ain't got to listen to me. It don't matter. It don't matter, because everything I'm saying is happening and manifesting and happening and manifesting time after time after time. Just like the fucking song. Do I need to play again what the fuck she said? Let's dissect it. You know how I do. what the host is trying to say is y'all don't have, y'all need to go down in the comment sections on people like this. First of all, she has those eyes. She has those very jealous, envious eyes. This is a parrot. This is the parrot that I was talking about just last night at midnight today. This is the parrot. She has those jealous, those envious, judgmental eyes. But she could never go deep with you. She could never dance or go toe-to-toe with you on some real, deep, political, psychological, social, anything, history conversation. Trust me, she can't. She'll be just like, what was her name? What was that girl name? Peru? No, it wasn't Peru. Some Percy or some shit like that. Percy the parrot. Prudence the parrot. Okay? Who gonna say some shit like, well, the slaves all died at the bottom of the ship. And then you have to tell her no. They were dropped off, and then you have to give the bitch geography. Going down into South America's, Brazil's and everything, Venezuela to the Caribbean, then the rest of them dropped off to America. You gotta talk to this bitch like that, but her brain don't comprehend it. Prudence the parrot. This right here is the parrot. Because this is what everyone thinks about you. This is why you had that nigga Kevin Samuels saying to you, what else you got, bitch? You got that degree, you got that car, you got that nice house. What else you got, bitch? Play in your face for what you have. This is why black males, when they come around you, they don't take what you do serious. Because nobody gives a fuck about him. All he can do is talk about, I guess, myth, his BBC. Is a fucking myth. His stinky ass, what they call it, shit log between his motherfucking leg. That's the only thing that's his goddamn self-worth. But when y'all gonna see this nigga's y'all op? Y'all not gonna see it, right? See, she's the poster child for him. She's the poster child to get up here and talk like this. You gotta understand, people of other races are very fragile people, very sensitive people. Their racism is quiet. Their racism is behind the doors. But when their racism comes like this, someone gave them the go. Because I started noticing when niggas like Tommy Sotomayor was bashing black women, I started noticing men of other races or men in general of other cultures and stuff that would never do it started disrespecting black women. And y'all get mad when the lady in orange says, or when I tell y'all it's gonna be open season on these niggas. Y'all get mad at us for telling y'all. She said, when y'all get shot and there's no more GoFundMe, fuck you. Bury him in the backyard. I have the same sentiments. And then you got these black males. Well, I didn't vote. I voted for Kamala. It don't fucking matter. Your brother voted for Trump. And I'm sure you still go to the barbershop with that nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. It don't matter. A high percentage of y'all voted. None of y'all can be trusted in my eyes. Fuck y'all. Let's go. Let's dissect what she said.
What are you gonna do now that you have no Section 8, no food?
The first thing she attacked was Section 8. Anybody know that most of the time Section 8 are white immigrants? A lot of white immigrants get Section 8 before anybody else in America. And they get way more food stamps too. We all know that. This is a parrot. Just pay attention.
Food stamps, no EBT, no nothing. What are you gonna do? I guess
This is where she's ignorant. You can be a college student. You can be a working adult. And you can be provided food stamps. You can get $25. They might give you $50. They might give you $15 for the month. Food stamps is something that America provides. America has been feeding people forever. You can go to a church. You can go to your local shelter. Somebody somewhere outside is feeding people. That is just what America does. Okay? Now we're gonna dissect it, but then we're gonna go back into something else. Let's go.
You're gonna have to get up off your ass and pull yourself up out of bootstraps and work. You know.
Who's not working? It's not welfare anymore. It's workfare. Welfare was about to get cut off completely. Does anybody remember that from years ago, about 20 years ago? It's black women who saved welfare system. It's black women who took the welfare system and made it a workfare system. This is why what you call welfare, which is workfare. That's why it's not called food stamps no more. It's called EBT. That's why it's called SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Something Program. They changed the name of everything for a reason, so that people can work for what they have. You can go out here and work. If you have a situation with your children, you can go out here and work and get and get your benefits money from just doing like parks and recreation and shit.
Work. Yeah, get a job. I think.
And then she wants to use Rihanna. How interesting Rihanna was being used. The black woman with all boys, with all sons. And we talked about that already, right?
I think it's absolutely hilarious that some of the lifetime long people that, have lived off the Section 8 food stamps and all of this free governmental assistance and have taken no action to try to better their lives, but live off of the government. I think it's absolutely hilarious that you're getting a real life lesson in adulthood. I do. I don't feel bad for you because there's some of us Americans who pay taxes and we don't ever receive any of those benefits. And some of us have to work 1, 2, 3 real jobs to provide for our families. So guess what? It's your turn to
She full of
pay
shit.
back.
This is where she fucked up. She fucked up.
Become an adult.
Okay.
What kind of jobs are you going to get?
See, now this right here.
What kind of job are you going to get? Do you have any life skills?
I can't even pause it. There we go.
Yeah. Karma.
Damn it.
Karma.
Pause.
You can't continue to use and abuse your fellow Americans.
Prudence the parrot. Okay? I'm trying to teach y'all something. I want y'all to start identifying these people when you go outside. This is Prudence the parrot. This is Prudence the parrot. Okay? Prudence the parrot has it in her mind that number one, she thinks she understands what is it's called TANF, temporary assistance, something it's called right now. Forgot the name. I can't get the title. But temporary assistance, it's called temporary assistance for a reason. She thinks, more than likely, this is a Gen Xer. I know for sure this is a Gen Xer. She's thinking that we are in a time, or that women are in a time where they're just, first of all, women had a bunch of children at that time. Oh man, it's a lot with that. Are in a time where they're just sitting around collecting money. That does not exist anymore. Okay? Somebody this is what I'm trying to tell you about people like this. Because where she fucked up with me is she said some of us got to work 2 to 3 jobs. There's people in the system that work 2 to 3 jobs. People got to hustle and make it how they got to make it out here. Then she went to say about skills. About skills, right? When you are in the social services programs, there's job programs that you go through. And those job programs build your skills. Remember, I told you it's black women that saved welfare. That's why it's workfare. It's not welfare. Because you're not just getting shit. It's workfare. Gets its certifications. You can go back to school. You can go get your GED if you want. And even with your GED, you can go to college. Or you can go to college through them. There's a lot of programs that they provide depending on what state you are in, to help you be able to get your foot through the door and work. In the city, they help the people still pay their rent. If you go through the job program, the program provides you rent, car fare. So even if you have your own car, they provide you gas money, which will go into your EBT. Because, and also it's just for your efforts. And then depending on how long you stay is how much more money you get for them to help you with your car fare to go to work. I think that's a beautiful program to help people, especially women with children. But this is Prudence the parrot. We all get taxed. We all get taxed. We all know the more money I get, the more taxes I have to pay. We all know that as adults. But if you had your shit together, Prudence the parrot on the screen right now, you would definitely not have to work 2 or 3 jobs. You would just have one job that provides enough money for you. Correct? At the end of the day, let me tell you, it doesn't matter. Statistics tell everybody that black women are the most educated women. Black women has the most degrees. Black women are starting their businesses. Quiet as kept. Businesses without fucking business loans. That's what black women are doing. The richest woman in the world is a black woman. Go look it up. Black women are making shit happen out here. And I've seen a few black women in some nice ass cars, my cousins being one of them. Nice ass car. Sometimes I be looking like, well, goddamn, how much? Damn, that's a nice ass car. Like, women are doing their goddamn thing. Are you fucking kidding me? So who is she really talking to? The people on TV crying? Because I could tell you that bitch on TV crying, she know how to still get up and get off her ass and go make her some money. Don't be fooled. She's manipulating. We know who she is because that's our cousin and them. See, this is where people like y'all fail to realize. I had said myself, the black woman is stupid. The black woman is stupid on so many levels. The mammy is stupid, okay? But at the same time, she's not stupid. And black women are not stupid. Because at the end of the day, I have never heard of any woman of any other race that is non-black, that is on the system, that, no, I take it back. Black women, black immigrant women, and immigrant women of color. I have not heard of a white woman who has ever been on the system and she's hustling while she's on that system. She's doing hair. She's babysitting. Okay? With doing hair, babysitting, and probably going to school at the same time while being on the system. I have not ever heard that. But black women, black immigrant and women of and immigrant women of color, yes, I have heard that. Why am I telling you to kill them with silence? Because this is clearly a parrot, right? Prudence the parrot. Ignorant, jealous, envious of you, and trying to manipulate and trying to make it seem as what she's saying. But don't fall into this manipulation. Okay? Look in her eyes. Don't fall into this manipulation. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She is jealous and envious of how she's the type of bitch. We know this woman in the corner. Tabitha is her name. This is an educated black woman. This is a smart black woman. I'm sure she has a little She had not a little, but I'm sure she has a big book collection. All these things. We saw the other black woman, Lori. We see how smart she is. There's another one named Karen Hunter. I haven't even showed y'all her stuff yet. These are very smart black women and very well read black women. And do you know somebody told Lori, you think you know stuff because you read a lot? And it's like, I do know stuff because I read a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick because I have to go run, do something.
Americans' tax dollars and everything from the government. Now you gotta be a big adult and get a job. Or use some birth control and stop having some kids too. That would
Yeah, they're all down in my comment section. None of them are over there in her comment section. Her who believes that people who receive assistance from the government are just milking the government. Clearly, she thinks those on the receiving end of those social safety net programs look like me. That's why she came with work, 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 work. She thinks it's black women, black people that are on the receiving end of those programs. Not women who look like the woman in the video that I duetted. It's mostly them that are on the receiving end of receiving those types of benefits. And not everybody is milking the system. People are receiving those benefits because they are in desperate need of those benefits. But yeah, y'all are not over in her comment section. No, over in her comment section, there's tons of other white women who think like her that are praising Donald Trump's policies. Yeah, I find all of this funny.
Well, let me say something. I wish it would pause. This shit take forever to pause. I don't want to talk into the computer. I want to talk into my microphone. Something. Okay. Okay, it paused. Listen, this is what I was saying. What I'm saying is this. Understand that woman on the screen is the type of woman who, okay, hold on, y'all. I'm going to keep talking while I do this. She's the kind of woman that.
But our top story is all about a line that I've told you will be important in this era. Between the big things, and there's some big things going on, and the little things that they want you to believe are big things.
There's a man who actually fucking left CNN. I forgot his name. Okay. But let me just get back to this lady. This is the kind of woman that, let me make sure her ass looking at us in this camera. I need y'all looking her eyes. There she go. Okay. And it's so funny because when you look at her, don't she got some kind of Hispanic features about herself? I find that very interesting. That keeps screaming out to me. She got some Hispanic features going on there. Listen to me. This is the kind of woman, just like that black male, because I ain't excusing him, that when you got something good for yourself, that's what she thinks about you. She thinks that somewhere, somebody did something for you to help you do whatever it is that you got. You on child support, Section 8. She thinks that about you. She the kind of woman, Prudence the Parrot is not the type to understand how to be intellectual enough to observe and analyze, to understand how things work. Do you understand what I mean? I've talked about this before. First of all, material things I have learned mean nothing. People can borrow stuff from people. People can be given stuff. You don't know how hard somebody worked for what they got. I don't have that mentality. I've known women who are sex workers and women who are not and work for what they got. It doesn't matter to me. It's not my fucking business. And I'm not going to get mad about nothing but myself and what I need to accomplish for myself. That's what an adult would do. Now, Prudence the parrot is the one who, it goes back to what I tell you. Her conversations towards you is for the purpose of doing what is in her eyes, and that is to judge you, that is to criticize you, and that is to try to break down who you are. I came across a Prudence the parrot when I was at the coven. And that bitch is homeless. She's living with her parents on a fucking couch. She's living on the couch with her parents. And she had to make sure to let me know that her girlfriend, the one who ran the coven, was talking shit about me. She had to let me know that she was saying this about me. But I used my psychic energy to talk cash shit about her. Because what she did is she knew that I already felt that way about her. So she used me for that. And then I eventually got away from her because that was the smartest thing for me to do. Understand, I was strategic in knowing what was going on before it went on. But the point is, it's that type bitch who is the most envious and jealous of everything that you are. They are the most envious and jealous of the blessings that you have day by day. They hate to see people like you. They hate to see people respect you. And they hate that you are so goddamn smart and intelligent. So they use these highly manipulative tactics to get through to you. And remember, this is a guide. And I'm also talking to a lot of young black women out here. And I hope a lot of young black women are really listening to me, especially if you're in your 20s. I'll be very happy to hear that there's a lot of women in their 20s listening to me. And I will be very glad to sit down when I get my private wall stuff going to talk to y'all directly to help y'all if y'all going through anything like anybody like this. Just because someone lived longer than you don't mean they get respect. That's my washing machine. Was that the blanket? I ain't even put the blanket in yet. It's on the rinse cycle. I know y'all heard that. That was the universe bringing confirmation. Anybody who's older than you don't automatically get respect because they live longer than you. Respect is a thing that is absolutely earned. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. I need y'all to understand that there is going to be a major attack on the black woman because the black woman voted 92%. The divested black women are going to attack her and laugh at her. Okay? This woman right here in the black male. I want black women to open their eyes. Because black women are opening eyes, but black women need to open their eyes on a much higher scale. We have to understand that nobody can be trusted. Nobody can be laughed with. Nobody is our motherfucking friend. And no one has ever been. We as black women have to start seeing, I'm being for real, that look who would gang up on you. It's obvious, okay, Becky. Yeah, Becky, we know. The white male, we know. The black male, you should know by now. But the black woman who's with the white male, who hates the black male, but she'll still stand besides because she's woman-centered. The divested black woman is still male-centered, right? Excuse me, she's male-centered. Therefore, she'll stand beside the man she loves and the man she hates just to see your demise. And she hates Becky too. She hates her the most because she is male-centered in this patriarch. And this is why, black woman, because you actually wanted a black woman to be there. You actually want changes. You want transformations. You look past Sexy Red and Megan Good, Megan Thee Stallion and stuff, because you knew what kind of audience was attracting that, and you were also realizing how young the young girls was that was standing up there looking at it. Because you know, when we were young, we ain't pay attention to politics like that. See, black, we smart, we know that. And we knew what Kamala was going to do, or make some kind of change. Something was going to be, it wasn't going to be this. But now the lesson in the year of the snake, which, what's her name? Why is it Saint Martha? The deity Saint Martha holds the snake around her neck, wearing all green, with beautiful, thick hair just hanging out. La Damadera in the Dominican diaspora. And what is a snake? Snake is intuitive. The snake watches. The snake sees without anyone knowing that the snake is watching you. You have to use your intuition to know a snake is around you if you even recognize that there's a snake. You have to watch how you tread around a snake. And this is how the black woman has to move. Don't let this biblical shit about the snake being evil, because at the end of the day, the snake told Eve who she was. Snake was Lilith. And we are in the year of the snake. And that snake, the black woman, because we talk about the nature here, because this is a esoteric cult fucking page, spiritual page. That snake that the black woman has to do, she has to kill everybody with motherfucking silence. I noticed at work, it's more black women saying hi to me at work. Wait, I ain't never had that many black women, but it's more black women saying hi to me at work. We have to kill them with silence. What I'm saying is, because Tabitha's doing it. That's what I like about Tabitha. She say, watch this. And then after she watch it, she say what she got to say, and she go away. But she's doing it in a way where she doesn't have to say a word. Everybody's going to see what they need to see, right? Kill them with silence. I told y'all already. Let them talk. Let them rant. Let them go on and on and on. Let them spew all the hate that they have for us. Let them do it. And just expose it. Just sit back and play it and watch it play out. Sit back and watch it play. Sit back and watch it play. And don't say nothing. Because all of these people are going to have to eat their words. I keep saying that, but it's for a reason. Because if this all becomes over sooner than 4 years, right? If this all becomes over sooner than 4 years, everybody got to stand on their shit. Black males got to stand on their shit that they voted for Trump. Okay? All the shit that all the immigrants, that what they said, and all these white women for what they said, they're going to have to stand on what they said. And when they get the reaction that they get from black women moving forward from this, they deserve it. And even if it's a Becky that didn't do anything, she deserves it. Even if it's a white male that didn't do anything, he deserves it. Because that's what it's coming to. This is the true awakening for the black woman to know you are king. You are that Ankh symbol. It is you. But you have to, unfortunately, I remember I was told the gods have to fall or rise up. And never did I sit back and ever realize that that's the black woman, that it is her. Because that is what this shit is doing. I feel it. Black women are infuriated deep inside. The black woman is infuriated and betrayed deep inside. She don't have to say it. But it doesn't do nothing but fuel her. Because I know this shit fueled me. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't saying I didn't know it was like this. But now I know it's like this. And that speech situation with the coven, I feel was a glimpse to tell me they are jealous of us. They are envious of us, whether we have children or not, whether we are on welfare or not, whether we have careers and got it going on or not, passports or not. They are jealous of us. They hate us. And this is the reality. Make a shirt. You all hate me because I'm a black woman. And watch how many motherfucking apologists try to come and talk to you. Because I'm that kind of bitch. I would wear a shirt like that. You all hate me because I'm a black woman. I'm a target in this world because I'm a black woman with black sons. I will wear shit. I will dead ass walk around with shit like that on my body. And I won't give a flying fuck. I'll let everybody look like, oh shit, because I'm dark like that. And trust me, I'll fuck around and make one. And put 92% on top and a big ass on the back, 92%. That's some dark ass shit, but I would do it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play this shit one more again.
Better than their lives, but live off of the government. I think it's absolutely hilarious that you're getting a real life lesson in adulthood. I do. I don't feel bad for you because there's some of us Americans who pay taxes and we don't ever receive any of those benefits. And some of us have to work 1, 2, 3 real jobs to provide for our families. So guess what? It's your turn to either pay back or become an adult. What kind of jobs are you going to get? I wonder, what kind of job are you going to get? Do you have any life skills? Yeah, karma, you can't continue to use and abuse your fellow Americans' tax dollars and everything from the government. Now you got to be a big adult and get a job. Or use some birth control and stop having some kids too.
Yeah, they're all down in my comment section. None of them are over there in her comment section. Her who believes that people who receive assistance from the government are just milking the government. Clearly, she thinks those on the receiving end of those social safety net programs look like me. That's why she came with work.
We're going to kill them with silence.
People that are on the receiving end of those programs.
Hold on, y'all.
Not women who look like the woman in the video that I duetted.
Doing this shit?
It's mostly them that are on the receiving end of receiving those types of benefits. And not everybody.
I know I'm playing this over and over. Listen. We are killing people like this with silence. We are watching, observing. Black women need to watch and observe and take note. And let all of the very intellectual black women speak. Like I'm talking about as far as like the ones who are in the politics and all of that. Let them all just keep coming for them with their big ass intellectual mind and all this shit. Let them keep coming. Let these other black women that are divested, let them talk the shit that they talk and put on their community post the shit that they put on their community post. Let them do that. Because I promise you, every single last one of them going to eat their words. Do you think Trump give a fuck about anybody? Tell yourself the truth. Now, do you think Trump give a fuck about anybody? He doesn't. All right? And therefore, if he don't give a fuck about nobody, that means he's going to go at everybody. That means that everybody is going to get it. All right? So even So even all the ones who are laughing at you, you see what their agenda was the whole time. Even all the ones who sat around here and man, oh man, let me just find, I'm trying to find the goddamn words. He's going to come after everybody. It's a slow burn. This woman right here, something he's going to come after for her. She thinks she's safe. The divested black woman, I know we talk about her, but you know, the ones that are sick and that come for you and they say they're coming for a mammy, but we realize they're coming for black women as a whole because they went against Kamala, who is with a white male, who's a mixed black woman, but I forgot her dad's a nigga. I think the dad is Jamaican, right? So they don't count her. They don't trust her. And then on top of that, not only did they show you their white dick worship and their male-centeredness, they're praising Project 2025, showing you, they have always showed you their homophobia. And then on top of all of that, they still are not addressing the fact that Project 2025 didn't mention about interracial dating, even though Project 25, I learned something about people with Project 2025. They're very good at not answering questions. Okay? They're very good at that. You ask them about something, they'll back up about it. They'll be like, they'll put somebody up, they'll blame somebody else. They point the finger a lot. They go, well, you know, it depends on the state how they want to do that. No, they want to stop interracial dating. Oh, and there's black males that's a part of writing Project 2025. And I wouldn't be surprised if the black male is a part of writing this shit out to take all fucking social services and shit away. That hit my spirit. That's been hit my spirit. You know, the black male, your op. Yeah. That's just what it is. Sat here. My food's done. Everybody's gonna get it. Unless those divested black women are rich, they're gonna get it. You know what? Let me just show you. I'm gonna just show you what the divested black women are saying about you. Okay? I just want you to see what kind of clowning they're doing on you. All right? Because I want to show you what I had to learn and I had to see with this divested shit. Okay. Number one, see, there is trickery in what people say, right? There's trickery in how things are done. And there's a woman, I'll just call it Jera. Jera has a way, and shout out to Jera. She has a way of saying things, but the way she puts it out there, it can kind of be like you won't receive it right away. It's just something about the way she says things. I don't know how to. I think you get what I'm saying, right? And one thing Jera told me, because Jera was somebody who was dating white women, and I'm sure she's dated multiple races of males as well, but she has dated white women, and she had brought it to my attention. She was like, if when they're talking about the black male, they're talking about you too, right? And I did not want to receive it at the time. This probably was like 4 years ago. But Jeremiah was actually right. She's right. See, this is where y'all have to be careful. Number one, nobody needs to show their face, but we have to understand that no one is showing their face in this divested land. So that's a big thing. On top of that, yes, they are crashing down on the black male, and then they crash down on what they call the mammy. And no matter if you go in on the mammy, you're still going in on the black woman. That's just the reality. So even if they're using the word mammy, they are still talking about the black woman. And divested, these types of divested black women are anti-black. They want blackness to go the fuck away 100% completely. They want it to go away. They want your black children to never be born. These are the black Hitlers. They're black Hitlers. Okay? But what they fail to realize is what makes them think that they're excluded from what's going to happen out here. What makes them think that they're going to be excluded? And see, here's the thing that you got to understand, and I'm getting y'all prepared for something. If something does happen to one of these divested women, if something does happen to them, they're going to blame you, black women. They're going to say, because of you, because of your image, because of the things that you do, this is why this happened to me. These are very male-centered women. This is why I say these kind of black women, they're divested mammies. They say swirlers are mammies, right? Okay, but you're a divested mammy because you are still male-centered and you're still pining over a male of another race. And you are cringe because you're really going over there and talking shit about people who look like you. It's time for this shit to be said. Ain't nobody stupid. We understand as black people. We got family members, we got cousins, depending on what kind of family life we come from. There are family members we're happy to see that their lives have turned out to be the way that it was because we saw how fucked up it was when they were children. There's some of us that actually has love and compassion for our family members. There's some of us that sit back and we cheer on our family members who happen to be black. I have a multiracial, people of color family members, but we're still brown people and light skin. We're still brown people. Pretty much my family look not like this, but the color complexion, everybody on the screen. That's my family. And this is what these divestors have been doing for all these years. And their true agenda came out with Kamala. Did y'all think that they were going to vote for Kamala? Did y'all think that they were going to be on Kamala's side? No, baby. They made sure to drag the fuck out of Kamala. Tell you that your comedy is not funny. Told you need a Band-Aid. We talk about frequency and energy, right? We know as black people, we know them hood niggas that we don't fuck with. We know them hood niggas that we stay out their way when we walk down the street. Some of us know them. Some of us hung around them. And we also know the ones that are like the sexy red who was adopted, got mistreated in the street. She was a little kid in the street. We know the Sukianas that just been grown before she been grown. We know these black women. But we also know the only way you know these kind of black women is if you live in the hood or you in some kind of part of life. Everybody don't know Nipsey Hussle. He's a hood nigga. The hood knows Nipsey Hussle. Okay? We know that. These divestors don't understand that. They're not spiritual. They don't have that level. They're parrots too. You got to understand that. I'm not taking away the truth in what they're saying. But the agenda has been exposed. Because I've heard one of them say, well, you can't be divested and be liberal. I don't agree with that. This is what they're doing. I don't fuck with nobody over here. See, this is the thing. They have picked the worst of the worst as we know who these people are. That's the point I'm trying to make. Those of us that know, we know. So we don't fuck with them. But this is what the agenda is. They want to see you suffer. They don't give a fuck about black history being taken away. They don't give a fuck about black history being taught in school. Do you know why? I figured it out. Because you are a divested black woman who's a male-centered divested black woman, right? And you're with this whatever non-black male. Pick a category, right? Just hear me out. Don't leave yet. Hear me out. And you are a black woman that is very anti-black. And you're raising these children. Well, when you have children with this non-black man, you are crossing your fingers real tight that none of them come out your complexion, especially if you are a black woman or a dark woman, right? So now your children comes out looking like this white or this non-black male, but you're still a black woman. So the child still is still able to identify with the fact that they are still black, especially unless you cut the family off, most of the time you probably have your family around, grandma, grandpa, they're going to still see that black people are around them. So if they go to school, right, even if there are black people said that are light skin, curly hair and stuff, these are still identified as black people, right? They're going to school. They're going to start learning about black history. They're going to start learning about blackness and different people in African-American history and the Caribbean history, right? So that can influence your child. And then because they notice that they have a black mother. Do you feel what I'm saying? So that child can come home and still be like, oh, these motherfuckers are racist. They still can understand and identify racism. Because don't think that these divested children are just having a good time being mixed children. Because like I said, we don't know what their children look like. We don't know their lives. But my point is, they don't give a fuck about no black history. They don't give a fuck about anything that has to do with you, him, or you, black woman. But it was cloaked through being a mammy. They called you mammies, but you are still a black woman. That is still a black woman drinking tea with a ponytail in her hair as the avatar. Maybe she's doing that to just be funny. But either way, even black women who look like you, we don't know what none of them look like, but black women who look like you still want your demise. Still want you deleted along with him. The agenda has been put out there, and this is what Trump is. Now let me get to this comment. Trump is coming for everybody. Everybody is a minority, is everybody who's not a part of white supremacy. It's just that simple. That white woman who was just sitting there talking, who looks white and Hispanic, by the way, sitting there talking like, aha, that maybe you shouldn't have kids and welfare, what y'all gonna do now? Y'all ain't got no skills. It's just going all off and stuff. She don't know. She don't know what's coming for her next. These divested black women read Project 2025 the way we about to go back and read it. Project 2025 spoke against interracial dating. It stated, they said like this. This is how they responded to interracial dating. They said that interracial dating laws or anything about interracial dating laws would go by the state in which whoever wants to set that law. So if they say that you can outlaw interracial dating, that means that Georgia can say interracial dating is outlawed. North Carolina can say it. Texas can say it. So it now becomes a law of the state. And these divestors are not fucking thinking. But this is what I'm trying to tell people, right? With this Project 2025. They had sat here and they dragged the black male and dragged the mammy so much they don't give a fuck that Black History Month is not being celebrated. So much that they don't give a fuck that pretty much anything about black people's being deleted. And how and when black people are the culture of people who were enslaved. Do you see the anti-blackness and the hate in the divested community? Guess what? That mammy Crimson Cure had it right. It is a hate group. The divested zealot group is a hate group. You can't tell me that it's not. It's just in the facts. Let's keep going. Laughing at you about TikTok, because they parrots too. Everybody's on TikTok. Depending on your algorithm, it's so much you can learn from TikTok. I don't just watch dances. I don't watch dances at all. They just happen to come across my feed. Anybody who has a certain algorithm on TikTok, there's books that you learn about, there's book talks, there's smart talks, there's intellectual talk. Those who have been in a culture of TikTok knows that TikTok is like great with resources. See plans they made and people wouldn't believe was real. Well, yeah, that was Project 2025. I know you kind of came late to the show, but we have read a lot. We have read from Project 2025. Okay. All of this stuff. Because I don't watch these people mocking a woman in a goddamn wheelchair. Because, see, comedy and tragedy is one. We know that for anybody who has studied the art of comedy. Tragedy is one. And people can use comedy to unleash the darkness of what they're really trying to do and say. Laughing at you on public assistance in a time in the 60s and 70s where everybody was poor. Everybody was poor. And so they created this program to help people. Something that people in other countries don't have. But America did that. And that's a comedy for them. That's funny. I just need y'all to see the level of ignorance that's here. I don't give a fuck about Umar Johnson. He can die slow. Okay? Saying you're in the baby mama club and all these different type of things. But see, black woman, we got to understand. This is why I keep saying we have, okay, to be in silence. Now, don't get me wrong. When they sit here and they tell you about black males, I want you to understand where the mind flipping goes on here. When they sit here and talk to you about black males, right? And they're telling you that black males, I'll get to your comment in a second. And they're telling you all this stuff about black males and what black males think about you. They agree with them. Oh, I just want black women to see that these men are no good. I want black women to see that these men are this and that. I want black women to see. But you need to understand that what she's showing you is what she feels about you too. What they're showing you is what they feel about you too. See, I learned in life, I really think it should go like this. If somebody is telling you something somebody said, this is how you should negotiate it. And this is something I've learned with my wisdom. You should tell them, whatever message you give me that person said, me and you gonna fight. Right? And after I beat you up, you go tell a person that said the shit that you told. You go back to the person who you said that shit about me. You go tell them that you got beat the fuck up by me because of what they said about me that you told them. Do you understand where I'm going with this? I think that's how it should be negotiated. Let me tell you something. That situation with that white bitch at the coven, I offended her too. That's why she don't want to fucking talk to me. I offended her too. And it took her time to sit back and catch it. Because when I sent that post and said, if you look a certain way, if you're not this, if you're not creative, if you don't meet the caliber, you can't be on my page. That was a fucking insult to her and that other white fat ass bitch. That was an insult to them. Because they didn't have they were not at the level of me to be on my page, and I kicked them off. Like, bitch, you thought you were safe? Now, let's get to this comment. I knew a guy at work, Venezuelan immigrant, voted for him. I said to him to the face, that guy hates you. He wants to throw you out. He didn't get it. Like, what we gonna do when everybody's so dumb? Man, listen. Let's just keep that up for the day. I told an immigrant the day before, I said, make sure you vote for Kamala. I said, because if you vote for Trump, he said he's going to do a mass deportation. He said he's going to build migrant camps. And I know that person didn't listen to me. I said, I'm serious, bro. Don't vote for that man. And I feel like that dumbass went and voted for him. I don't remember who that coworker was that I was talking to, but I feel like that dumbass voted for him. Now, when they talk about him, they talking about you. Everything they telling you that he says about you, the black male something about you, that's what she feels about you. But trust me, the divestors on this side, they got something coming for them too. Because they think that it's safe. One of them said, I ain't see a problem with Project 2025. You ain't read that motherfucker. If you ain't see a problem, you ain't read that motherfucker. And you must hate every black family member that you motherfucking have. Because you ain't read Project 2025. Project 2025 is white. It's not even white supremacy. See, it's fucking retarded. It's pure hate. It's like a cult that was able to get into the front of the fucking world stage. That was culty shit. That was shit that they should have built. They should have just got money and built their own fucking religious establishment. I've seen most of the executive orders already made. I've been keeping up with most of the executive orders that's already made. Dr. Britt Williams said, this is sick. Things to say on posts about the depth of a bunch of black women. But on behalf of the greed black women with, I don't know what the fuck that word is. I'm delighted that my 2025 hobby will be teaming up with other black women enthusiasts and instructions to help more of us learn self-protection. Then this nigga's Brandon said, damn, hope these college degrees keep them safe. This how they feel about you too. This how they feel about you too. And these women are supposed to be doctors and lawyers and all this kind of stuff. Carrying on this way. And it's okay. Let me tell you something. As this is V314 Bad Bitch Craft Radio. 3B14 Bad Bitch Craft Radio. You heard me? Oh, AR-15. Okay, I didn't know what was going on there. I need you to see the depth of things. I need you to see the truth of things. Underhill, I never asked you your race or nationality. But you can understand what I'm saying. And you're a male too, right? So my male bashing, I know it doesn't get to you. Okay? So you understand what I say, that if you're sitting here and somebody is expressing something about you, about your culture, even if they're talking about the males of your culture or the woman of your culture, whatever your gender is, they're still talking to you and they're still talking about you. That's just how it goes. This is what I'm trying to help you understand about the trickery. She feels, the divester feels the same way about you having your degree too. Because in her mind, you're a mammy to her. A mammy doesn't deserve nothing. A mammy shouldn't have nothing. A mammy's a dumb bitch. According to divestors, they're going to call me a mammy. And anybody who knows me know for damn sure I'm not a mammy. It don't matter that I fucking, at my young age, I was over there with the Nuwabians and all that. I still never was no motherfucking mammy. I still never mammy for these niggas. I tried to say something, but it never happened. Everybody knows how I feel about them. Thank you. I appreciate that. I knew that about you. These are called divested black women. And divestment is, for me, divestment, when I talk about it, I'm talking about anything. You can divest from music. You can divest from a bank. You can divest from a lifestyle. You get what I'm saying, right? So this is the kind of things that they write. They don't like mammies. These are the black women that defend black males. They damn sure don't like black males because they feel black males are nothing. They have nothing. They're the bottom of the barrel and they don't deserve to be here and they need to be deleted. They go in all the time about his sexuality. So if his sexuality is gay, bisexual, then she's not going to like you as the lesbian or bisexual black woman. See how it goes? I heard, yeah, I see that. I see that comment. Yeah. So she doesn't like you either. She has, I don't like this word, but I got to use it. She has homophobic hate towards you too. It ain't about a mammy no more, y'all. Are y'all seeing this? These divestors, it's not about a mammy. This is about black women. And I'm starting to see it don't even matter if you may not fuck with black males. It's something deeper going on with these divestors. And I tell y'all all the time, the world is stage. And I noticed that an in-tune person like me always gets shunned and pushed out of the room. Because eventually, like this, I'll start catching on to what's going on. We are in a time, millennials and Gen Z as grown adults, we don't get involved with people's bedrooms. There's hate all over right now in all classes and race and creeds. I think it's sad and it confuses people. Oh yeah, it does. But with this particular one, with these particular people, I need black women, because this is the Black Woman Guide series. I need y'all to understand that even when you have accomplished something, you have done something where you don't even deal with males, let alone even black males, that there is an agenda here. You got to understand, they need you to be anti-blackness completely. They need you to want blackness to be deleted, slavery to be deleted, black history to be deleted. They want it all to be deleted. Black relationships to be deleted. There's a woman that says, hey, I'm a divested black woman, but I still support black love. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. Even though I don't believe in it, but I don't think nothing's wrong with that. But how can I say that? Because technically I'm with a black woman, but that don't count. They're talking about heteronormative relationships. So I don't count. Right? That's the agenda of the zealot divested joints. They do not act that way. They really do. They do act that way. They really do. If you speak up in that conversation as a white person, you are immediately a devil's advocate to them. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And I have myself, I don't like white apologists. I really don't. I admit, I do not like white apologists. But on the top of this, but it's not the same as them. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not the same. They want you and him deleted. Because how can they truly be divested if you are still here? How can they truly be divested if you are still here? Let's just call it what it is. That's why there's some divestors that don't have no children. And I think that those are the dark-skinned divestors. That is the agenda. And that has been the agenda of them the whole goddamn time. We cannot deny, not on this screen, that there was some upstanding black people in the community. There's some upstanding black people in history that had to do what they had to do. You have upstanding black people in times of slavery. And we should not learn that, and our children should not learn that. Because they hate the black children too. They don't want them to be born. That's the whole point. What is this? All right. Fuck Umar and his school. I don't give a shit. I'm dead. That's a whole stud. I'm done with y'all. That's funny. That's funny. I'm not gonna not laugh at that. That's funny. Okay. This is not a pick me. This is a whole stud, y'all. Y'all know this a whole stud. The way her hair tied back, the way she got that in her mouth with the flowers, the way she's standing, look at her chest. That's a whole goddamn stud. I had to laugh at that. Oh, well, unfortunately, Remy Martin's son is in jail. So they watch everything that is black people's entertainment because I don't watch this stuff. Okay? Everything that is black people's entertainment. And they let me put this up because this because we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Don't go nowhere, Underhill. We're gonna get into that. Everything that is black entertainment and they drag it. Okay? Okay? Black people, if you want to know a history to why black people name their children the way that they do, because see, you can't talk about black people without talking about slavery. You got to understand that these white colonizers, and see, that's another thing too. When you're a black person that does talk about black history, the divestors do not like that. They want you to only speak about where the black male fucked up everything, okay? But here we go. We know that slaves' names were renamed no matter what their parents named them. We also understand that even in back in African history or just history in general, other places, everybody mother gives them a nickname. And so these white colonizers did not understand why are you giving your child a nickname when you gave them this name, because they didn't understand that concept. Because depending, if you ever notice with people, their family members call them by their middle name. Anybody ever notice that? And then your mom or your dad or grandma, most of the time it's mom or grandma that gives you a nickname. Most people I know have a nickname is either by their mom or their grandma. Or their grandpa too. Or grandpa. Never really dad. It's mom, grandma, or grandpa that gives you your nickname. These white colonizers did not understand that about the people of color of the world that did that. Okay? Now some of these names are crazy. But the reason why this happens, because number one, we have a lot of women who are teenage mothers. And number two, this is because black people are coming back to find their identity because they don't want to be Bob, Sarah, Tara, Hunter, and these different type of names. This is why black people took on like what you see right here, names like this. Okay. I know a woman I met she called herself Macy. That wasn't her real name. She never told the names because her mother was literally a crackhead, and she said the names that my mother gave us was literally crackhead names. Like she admitted that out loud. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, your boyfriend. I'm going for a few drinks to play pool with the boys. Him with the boys. Okay, they crashed down hard on sexuality and black males. But if anybody knows, you know that Becky, as they call her, which is the white woman or non-black woman, she has a bisexual male, if not most of the time. And at the end of the day, it is the white woman who has the bisexual male boyfriend that was openly about that. It is the white woman who has openly, because aren't they going to date non-black men, right? So it's the non-black women who have allowed their spouses to be transgender, right? And like I've always seen that on TV where it was always them. Okay, so well, there have been street names for so long too. I think so. It's a social reaction to not wanting to take on the culture of the oppressor. To, in your own way, rise above the source of pain. There you have it. And people took African and Jamaican names too at one time, or even now, probably. Yes, very true. Okay, I have to go hang something up. I don't know why the fuck I did this right now. Oh my gosh, I was not thinking. I was not thinking. But I done shown enough. I done shown enough. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and something is wrong with this share. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I want to go ahead and play something for y'all, but I can't. But give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to. Don't close this. What? I had to put it back in the run cycle. Okay. Yes. Wanting to take on the culture, not wanting to take on the culture of the oppressor. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get back to it. We have to understand. Oh, you left leaning powdered donuts, sucking it down to the base. That's another thing. They're so male centered. That's why they talk about dick sucking and all that kind of shit, because they're very male centered. Favorite mammy mouthpiece just got fired from her job. They never listen. So she's praising a mammy that she says, or a black woman who was fired from her job. Here we go. You get a break from our filthy mouths. You follow me where we are. If you miss us, just say, okay. All right. So the argument is the preference, right? The preference. Damn, I like her hair. That's like this. That's the same color braids I had. I like the way she styled hers, because she had hers a little bit. She got hers a little shorter. Now they insult what will be classified as the exotical woman, right? Or the mixed woman. But we know there's different levels to women who are mixed, right? We have the ambiguous black woman and we have the unambiguous black woman, right? Where was I going with this? They want everything, okay, deleted. George Floyd, Mule Elementary, right? Because we're going to talk about how the mammy is made, how the young mammy is made, but that's another topic. But I want y'all to see the underlying agenda that it has been the whole time. This is what they want deleted from birth. They don't want any black children to be born, any brown children to be born, for that fact. They don't want black history or any type of black history or slavery to be taught. Because in their little minds, why are you looking at me like that? In their little mind, this is going to be the answer to having true divestment. They're like the Willie Lynch letters. We're just going to clean this world out with the non-black bloodline. Think about what I'm saying if you ever read the Willie Lynch letters. Said we're going to add our white bloodline, we're going to put our white drop of blood in and blah, 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 blah. That's what the Willie Lynch letters said. So what they want the Willie Lynch letters. They want and in the Willie Lynch letters, it did state that the first thing that we will go after and attack is the black male. We will break him down. We will break him down. He will be our mule. They used that fucking word. They sure did. It just hit me. The world were nothing but sick in the ass white people that would be the worst. If the world were nothing but sick in the ass white people that, and this is coming from a white man in the chat room, everybody. Because he's a man and he knows men. And he definitely knows the men of his culture and race. But I want y'all to pay attention because the mule was actually the word used for a black man. It would be so boring. It would definitely be boring. This is what I want y'all to understand. I'm not defending George Floyd. He robbed a woman at gunpoint. I mean, we can go on and on about it. Fuck George Floyd. Out of all the people, he did not deserve no goddamn statue. That was a mockery. He did not deserve a fucking statue. But let me get to this. Mule in elementary. Listen. I need y'all to hear me closely. They want black children to never be born again. They want, remember that, the harsh truth about divestment I told you, if you have any black children, you ain't going to be able to be a part of their crew. And even then, I didn't realize what I was walking into. But now I realize what I walked into. And the sad thing is, I'm going to keep standing on this Civil Rights Act and everything that's being frozen. Why do I have this feeling? I want to tell this to y'all out loud, and it's going to sound crazy, but why do I have this feeling that this motherfucker will get on to them, talking about Trump, will get on that motherfucking microphone and be like, there's no laws against black males. If you kill them, shoot them, whatever, or young black male children, it don't matter, adults or young boys, just take them out. I feel like that. That sounds strange to say, but I dead ass has been feeling like that for the past 2 days, that Trump will say some shit like that. Because low key, he is saying that. They are celebrating your deletion. First of all, Black Women's Empowerment was not a mammy group. I remember Black Women's Empowerment. And Black Women's Empowerment, when I first remember looking at it and being on their websites, like, it gave information about money-making opportunities, passive incomes. They had a lot of meetings. I don't know how the BWE became something that was like about divestment, or I don't even know. I don't know. Because I remember. Let's get to this. I like this. This is the BWE salad. I told y'all already why they're against sugar babies, right? Because they're male-centered, they have husbands, and they don't ever want to think their husband will go out here and get a young woman that they're spending money on more than them. I wish I had a rational argument against that. Man, how could you have anything rational against them? The swirler. I mean, if anybody wants to date other people of any other race, I don't understand the title. It is what it is. The Queen Maker. Oh, that fucking makes me cringe because that was my motherfucking name. And the Trophy Wife. That's the BWE salad. But let's look at the manipulation of it all. Let's look at the parrot of it all, because I'm going to go ahead and get into that sugar baby shit. Getting out of the South. I think all minorities probably should. I don't want to say that. It's crazy because I moved South. I moved South from New York City. But honestly, I feel like I'm good. I'm like in a very small town. Like a very small town. And no rays or ice or that. For my partner, I think out where she is, a lot of people are scared, but she's technically in a small town, like I'm in a small town, right? Oh, so I think I would say you are correct, but at the same time, they raiding the fuck out of them up north, because that's where they at the most. When I saw they was raiding New York City, I knew it was real, because New York City is an immigrant state. Everywhere in northeastern states are immigrant states. Anything in the Southwest is immigrant states. Yeah. Now let's get to this BWE salad. This is the ignorance of it all. First of all, sugar baby is something that came from white women. Sugar baby is something that came from white women. BDSM is something that came from white women. White women have slaves in BDSM. Comes from white women. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't matter where you are, Underhill. You're not safe as a migrant. If your paperwork, you're not safe. That's why everybody's scared. Because I knew it was sounding the alarm when they hit New York City first. If they would have hit the South first, everybody would have been like, I flee the South, go up north. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like slavery shit. They would have been like, go up north or whatever, or go to the West Coast. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or the West or even the Southwest. The Southwest makes a lot of sense because that's where the border is, right? But hitting up the Northeast state first, that was sounding the alarm. Because one thing about northeastern states is people defend. You know, a lot of us already have immigrant in our bloodline, and a lot of people defend them. They're not going to do that. They're not working. No, they're not working. Hundreds of millions of dollars in lost produce that want to make it to the. Fuck them. Do you know that there's black farmers out here? Have y'all seen the black farmers complaining about not having no work or no people? I have not seen no black farmer yet. And there's a lot of black women that are farmers too. Quiet as kept. Sugar baby. That comes from the white woman. The white woman was the sugar baby with her sugar daddy. The white woman could be in a relationship with a sugar baby. There's a woman on YouTube that has a whole husband and she has a sugar baby. Shit, you know, y'all want to sit here and date these white males, but you don't know a goddamn thing about what the white woman has to go through with the white male. How funny is that? So this is why I keep saying these divested zealot mammies. Hypergamy is a new fucking word. Okay, and that white guy that was talking about it, you go look up hypergamy, you try to get the etymology of it, you're not going to even find the etymology of it because it's a new fucking word. Sovereign what? Let me see this. How? See, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. Why is it BWE salad to decenter men when women, this is why I say they're male-centered, when women of all cultures across are talking about decentering men? We don't care about the queen maker. But what I do say is she do stand up against the males to speak what she speaks. And a lot of women are not brave enough to do that. I have not seen many women that's brave enough to do that. Even though I don't fuck with her and stealing people's shit and she a grifter, we ain't gonna let her ride. And I don't know what the trophy wife shit is about, because technically isn't that what they are? That's why I keep telling y'all, this world is very staged. You don't know who these people are, okay? They can tell you that they're this career, that they're that career. I'm not doubting that they're like not in some kind of medical, whatever field of work, this, that, and the third. But I'm here to tell you, this is where you have to be careful about the social media. And this is Pluto in Aquarius, because Pluto in Aquarius is also going to make you start digging into the groups that you are a part of. She always makes it her business to show the suffering of other women by way of always doing what she's doing. Wait a minute. Eve is with the white male across seas. But see, y'all still insulting her. She was young. And she's from Philly. And that's what she said as a young-minded young girl influenced by fucking hip-hop. That's what she said. I'm so mad I had to put that bitch on the rinse cycle again. That shit was soaking. I was like, what the hell? Why is so much water? Oh, I probably got it because it's on the I probably put the load like an extra large or something. I was like, what the fuck? I should have started. I'm pushing the envelope here. I should have started this motherfucking laundry when I woke up like 8 this morning, bro. Okay. We just gonna leave it alone here. I think y'all get the point. They want you deleted. They want you deleted. Okay? I thought for a long time I said, okay. I thought their purpose was they wanted, I'm going to just leave this right here. Okay? I want y'all to look at that. I thought for a long time that, thank you. What is their end game? We're going to talk about their end game before I go. Okay? I thought for a long time that their intentions was to help black women get away from the black male who is not serving her, to help black women who are of a certain caliber or a certain lifestyle to get away from the black male, to expand her options, because there are a lot of women of color, or black women, who they're better off dating outside of their race, or I say foreign, or they're better off dating outside of America, right? Because they're so smart, they're so bright, they like to learn languages. And I know women like myself and what kind of women we are, and some of those kind of women are not even with men, you see. So I say all that, that's what I thought, because that's the kind of mindset that I have. And that's where I fell too. Because what happened is, at the end of the day with this shit, I'm going to have to plug out my mic. 1 second. Okay, I'm unmuted. What happens is, you're going to hear a little noise in the background. My bad. I thought that was what they were doing. I felt like that's what, they was having some kind of purpose for helping women. And then as time went on, I started to see that that is not what the purpose of it was, and that is not what the fuck they were doing. Then, as time went on, I began to see that the hidden agenda was what you see right the fuck right now. I don't even know why that went down. This right here. They wanted you to suffer the whole time, black woman. They wanted to emotionally manipulate you because they want you to delete black children being born in this fucking world. That's what the fuck it was about the whole time. They want you to delete black children being born in this world. And I gotta give it to the yardie. He said it. He said that shit. He said this fucking demon, this and that. I shouldn't have looked past his Caribbean intuition. I shouldn't have looked past it. Because it's a thing called Caribbean intuition. And that shit is real. Okay? That's the agenda, everybody. That's why they breaking him down so bad. That's why they breaking you down so bad. That's why they use the term the mammy. See? But they're not gonna win. That's the thing, Underhill. I got just one question for you, Underhill. As a white male in this world, as an intellectual, understanding, compassionate white male in this world, and you're not an apologist. I've never heard you be an apologist about anything as long as you've been here. What do you think is going to happen with this type of ideology? With Project 2025, what do you feel is going to happen to these black women who advocate to date outside their race? Okay? Predominantly non-black males. In these times with all these executive orders. I want to hear it. Good question. I'm getting dressed while we're talking. What do they do when there's no one to blame? Good question. I hope you heard my question too to you, and I'm waiting for you to answer me. Ooh-wee. There's a lot of people sucking up right now, becoming psychopath left and right. I agree. I totally agree with that. From a celebs to government to social media, they are picking sides. Oh, wow. Damn. Bay might have fucking sent me a text message and I'm over here moving around, ain't even by my phone. She ain't gonna call me either. She gonna text me. Here's the thing. What now? Right? Now that we are aware that these divested women have the most ugly agenda, right? Now that now we're aware that these women have the intention of what I just told you. Hold on. I'm gonna have to hang this by the door. God damn it. What the hell made me wash clothes now? This is crazy. What the hell made me wash clothes now? Sometimes I sit down and I let that bitch hang outside. But see, my job is so hot that if I come in there with a wet shirt and probably just tell them to take the next shirt off my check or something, it be so hot at my job that having a wet shirt ain't that bad. Trust me. It be that hot. Just see it as the same as two-sided issue. I think they do not genuinely understand the consequences. Hold on. No, they don't. It is karmically some deep shit going on out here, right? Like, let's not deny that karmically there is some there's some deep shit going on right now, right? Let's not deny that everybody has betrayed each other over this man. Trump is a celebrity. Trump has money. And people's hate is being expressed at a very deep level through this man becoming the president. Right? And because of that, yes, because of that, what these people don't realize, what I think has to be realized is, from the point of this conversation, Black women, you were the one who was the most hated. We were the ones who were most hated the whole fucking time. Everybody hated us the whole fucking time. And guess what? Everybody hates the children that you've made with Black males the whole fucking time. So we are still back in the Willie Lynch letters. And that was the agenda the whole fucking time. I knew I was going to put it together. But I wish I would have accepted what I saw sooner. Because I already knew this. But I wasn't paying those divestors no attention. But then they started coming on my radar. And then it started to hit me. This is the agenda. They don't want Black women birthing Black males. And the way that they're doing it through the Willie Lynch letters is that they're going to break down the male of her culture. But because they are women, they did it so manipulative and clever that you can't fuck with it. And they said, well, we're just going to show you how fucked up your males are. It's equivalent to the Willie Lynch letter. How he's abandoned you, how he did all these things. We're going to show the most fucked up males. We're going to show the TV shows. We're going to keep doing we're going to keep showing the worst of the worst about your Black male. And we're going to make you look stupid for still wanting to deal with him, for still wanting to love him, for still wanting to be bothered with him. And if you're a lesbian or a dyke bitch, you're a stupid bitch, because why don't you want a man? Because you did that because of what he did. See, you're a lesbian or a dyke bitch because of what the Black male did. That's why you're doing that. It's because of him. And if you say that you don't center men or you don't want to deal with men and all men are trash, that's because of what the Black male did. Do you get how this shit has been working? And they still stood by his side to vote against you, to manipulate you, to hurt you to the max, to say, it's time for you to, okay, you're going to listen to us now? You're going to do what we say now? But I'm telling black women to kill them with silence. And black women who understand this, what I'm saying, will understand what I'm saying. Kill these motherfuckers with silence. Because let's not forget, there are still black males out there that voted for Kamala. Let's not forget, there are still, which I call the unicorns. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about adult shit. There are still black males who have daughters. There are still males out there who have daughters. And they will be on the side of black women. Quiet as kept. Well, let's pretend Kamala had won. What would have been the reason she won? What would have been the social drive for that if it just didn't exist? The thing about Kamala, well, it's already been staged for, say, Trump to be our president again. Liberals have no organization. True, they don't. Liberals don't have no organization. It was already staged for Donald Trump to be the president again. That I already know. Okay. The thing with me is that, where's my pants? Oh. The thing about the whole situation shebang is I didn't want a woman to be blamed for all the problems that was happening in the world with these males. Okay? That's number one. I did not want that. Kamala would have least helped the women with the children. Kamala would have tried to put the grocery price down. Grocery price, goddamn, I can't talk. The grocery price is down. Kamala would have did that. That I know for sure. The only problem with everything going on right now, honestly, is I just feel like, I need to take these braids out. I just feel like karmically, this all needed to happen. Okay? It needed to happen. Because I understand your question. I do. But at the same time, I felt it and I just knew. This world is very staged. But everybody's going to get it. We already knew it was going to be a financial collapse. We knew that was coming. We all knew the financial collapse was coming. Those who paid attention, like you, Underhill, and myself, we knew the financial collapse was coming. But never did anybody think that there was a regulation on the black woman's womb, the black woman's vagina, the whole fucking time. They all Ponzi scheme. The grocery prices can never really go down significantly because it means someone lost. Yeah. We knew this shit was gonna crash. Those that know, we ain't surprised. We ain't surprised at all. We knew it was gonna crash. I think we just didn't know it was gonna crash like this. You feel me? I don't think we expected. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I don't think we expected it to crash this way. But that bitch crashed. That bitch had crashed. It's crashing. Everybody's gonna get it. Nobody's safe. That woman who was going off on people about working and shit like that, she don't work nowhere. One second, y'all. Who the hell made me? What the hell was I thinking? Instead of just washing one fucking thing, I put that one thing that I wanted to wash in the machine with everything else. I put it in the machine with everything else, but I should just wash one thing. That shit crazy. Okay, I got a little time. Y'all still here with me? Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Now what? Now what? What moves? What happens now moving forward, right? With this whole agenda now that I've told you with the divestors and all this kind of stuff. I still feel in my heart. Okay, I know this is we don't do it feel we understand the whole feel thing is kind of, it's like it's not about people's feelings. I see it this way. I see it as this awakening. Everybody's sitting back right now. Yeah, I'm in a small town. Yeah, I mean, if you have a job right now, you better just keep it. My partner just had a situation with a job, and through all this Trump shit, the job she tried to get, she didn't get it. And I don't feel like it was DEI or none of that. I just feel like some places with all this stuff happening, some jobs are probably not even going to be hiring right now. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. That's what I think. Because small town life is different, Small town life is very different. It don't apply. It's not the same rules that apply in other places that when you have a small town life, Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's gonna get a job. It's just that people right now just understand that because the job she had was a very demanding job too. I honestly feel like she was overqualified. When she told me she applied for the job, I just felt like she was overqualified because she has a degree. You know what I'm saying? She has a good business degree, not like no business administration. Like she has a degree for people who actually teach people how to run their business. That's her degree. She teaches you how to run your business. She knows how to tell you how to. Yeah, that's her degree. You know what I'm saying? And so I just felt like she was overqualified. And she has a lot of good work experience too in the field that she's been in. That's the downside of being in a small town. That right there is the biggest downside, is that you could be overqualified for a job. I had to learn coming down here that when I fill stuff out on my application, that I need to put like 1 or 2 jobs. Don't put too much. And I'm like, that's fucked up. In the city, shit, you put everything down. You know what I'm saying? The city don't play that shit. They want to know what you can do, what you've accomplished. You know what I mean? But not out here. It's different, Well, not in this particular town area. But you say your work ethic sucks. Yeah, a lot of people work at the shit. Everybody being broken down and shit, man. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just watch. I'm gonna just observe. I'm gonna just pay attention to attitudes. I'm gonna just sit here and just look at people continue to do what they do, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people gonna eat their words. They gonna eat their fucking words, bruh. Tell me I'm lying about that one, Underhill. Oh yeah, let me get my lunch ready. I mean, I'm talking about, this is dangerous, but I'll be all right. Let me see. I'm talking about these people are sitting here running their mouths like they can't be next in line. They're running their mouths like it's not going to happen to them next. I gotta. You understand what I'm saying? They're sitting here going off, rambling on like aha, all you people are suffering, that's what you get. And I've always told people, and I've always known in life, that people want to see you suffer. People want to see the fuck you suffer. And they want to see you suffer bad too. And they want to see your kids suffer too. They don't, let me tell you how deep it is. It doesn't even matter if you have money and you're financially well. They still want you to suffer. That sounds fucked up to hear, but it's the truth. You can have a whole financially well life, and they still want to see you suffer because people jealousy and envy is that deep. I know it hurts people. I know it hurts to hear it. I know it hurts to even believe it. But you got to understand, sometimes these type of truths are the truths you need to see. Okay? Sometimes these type of truths are the real, you have to sit back and be like, this demonology book is a good ass read, because this book ain't lying. These ancients study demons for a motherfucking reason, and I see why. We have people certified demonologists. I see why. Jealous and envious and fucking hateful of what the fuck you got. And it ain't even their business what you got. The part you play is destiny. While some just stand aside, their choices will be made for them. There's no more time for lies. Yes, I've heard that before. That's true. Me? Want to know what I'm doing? What the title said? I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to speak sometime because I'm a radio host, right? I got to talk, right? But in my real life, I'm very silent. I'm very silent. Because, one second, y'all. I'm spilling my water. You got your food. I'm going to be silent because, listen, ain't nobody safe out here. Okay? Ain't nobody safe out here. And they never will be. But the reality is their choices will be made for them. Yes, but yes, the sentiments is similar to what you were saying. These people think they won't be included in the horror. Right. gotta ask yourself, it's equivalent to the conversations I said about the foster care kids and the infiltration of the Black Panthers and stuff like that, right? You gotta ask yourself, what is it that, let me not get this off, put my shoes on. Why would women have an agenda to want to destroy Black children being born in this world and have an agenda to erase what is American history, which is Black history, which is Mexican history, which is British history, Chinese history. Everybody from all cultures' history is here in America, and they are part of American history. So why would you want to hate a whole race of women and not want them to birth any Black males anymore? And then, here's where it gets twisted. Here's where it gets twisted. It gets twisted because you have women who are what's said to be exotical. To take action is to decide to choose. Decide, not chose. Hold on. To decide, not choose is still to make a choice. Yeah. Choosing not to choose is still a choice. Right. Right. Women who are exoticals or mixed women are the product of the divested Black woman, correct? Or does she get more hate because she still has a Black male father? So it still comes down to the Black man and the Black woman. For it right now is that they are doing anything. Anything. Dick, all but anything. The left is doing nothing to fight. I think you understand that. Can I say this? And I think you will understand this. The left is in shock. The left is like, fuck y'all stupid motherfuckers who voted for this. But the left is in shock. Okay? Believe it or not. The left is a little bit hurt. Because that left is whether you realize it or not, Black women voted 92%. We vote the highest. In shock. And it is. But see, you gotta understand, when you know your position of what you've been doing for years and then you see this go down, you're gonna let it burn. Right? See, that's the game of all of this. You sitting here and you want to watch me crumble, right? But I'm gonna sit here and watch you crumble, because rather do you know, I already know what this world is, and I'm gonna be all right. That's what's going on. That's what's happening right now. People are in shock right now. The women I just showed you on the screen, these are the women who proudly are the 12% who voted for Donald Trump. Okay? These are Black women making posts like this under here. This is what I'm trying to show you. This is what I'm showing you. This is the point of what I'm talking about. They hate the Black male so much and they hate you so much that they'll vote with the Black male against you, Black woman. He took away Black History Month. Bad enough it's the shortest month of the year, but it don't matter. We don't need a month for our history. Black history is American history. Black, even Italians, Black history is American history. Did anybody forget our ancestors were here in slavery? My ancestors come from the Caribbean, but that's still slavery. Caribbeans were slaves too. That's still a part of Black history. That's still a part of American history, even if you talk about the Caribbean. That's the agenda, y'all. They play a beautiful game, don't they? Can't get mad at it. They had years. They had enough years to play it. That's why they play it so lovely. They had centuries and years to play this game. And they do it so lovely. Well, I think the left is more taken by I think the left is taken by surprise because that we knew it was gonna happen. We knew. And people expressing their hate towards us, we knew that too. But I feel like the shock is that everyone got betrayed by their own culture Underhill. The Hispanics and Latinos betrayed each other. Everybody betrayed the Black woman. Hispanics and Latinos betrayed each other, yet everybody betrayed the Black woman. That's the shocker. Let me tell you about something about Black women. I think y'all people forget. We're going to persevere. We're going to figure something out. We're going to get through it. More or less impossible to vote for him because of the Biden did that immigration though. Women was getting raped in the streets with Biden. Women were getting beat. It was horrible with Biden. Women getting punched in the face, raped. It was horrible. In New York City. I was so glad that I left. I was so glad that I left. Stop it. My poor plant. I gotta water it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, let's get to that. So, the hell? Oh, that's Big calling me. Hold on, y'all. What's up? Okay. You high as fuck right now. I had started my show. No, you ain't sorry. You about to take a nap and stuff, right? Yeah. I don't gotta go to 2. You know what time I go work? I'll text you before I head out the door, though. This time I promise I'll text you before I head out the door. Say what? You gonna be here tonight? No, you're gonna get that. Remember, hold on, don't do me like that because I called you. I called you. Didn't I call you yesterday? So you have a good day, and I was at what? Say what? Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna text you before I leave. All right. That's what I like. Okay. So, and Kamala tried to take over, but she's still a Democrat and would be the first black woman president, which stirred up a lot of fire in the races. Oh yeah, including those divested. Would you not think that isn't Kamala the product of, oh, she don't count as the product of a divestment child because the father's a Jamaican. But all Jamaicans are not black. Let me just make that clear. Just because you're Caribbean don't mean that you're black. Let me tell y'all something. These women are hateful. These women want black women and anything that's a product of black women to be extinct. Or anything with the black, no, they want the black male to be deleted. You said that before. You said that. And I remember I had put it on the, I had put it up here on the screen too. I need y'all to understand now. And maybe this why the Black Woman's Guide thing has been created on those issues though, but largely went unheard by a popular that just heard more lies from the elites. My thing is this, and I'm being so sincere when I say this shit. I sincerely mean this shit. I think that as a whole, I'm just sitting back and watching. I'm thinking that as a whole, so while MAGA drinking the Trump lies, the left just lost hope. I don't think the left has lost hope. It's not, it's no. I would not say the left has lost hope. I feel like it goes to what I said. Number one is the shock. Yes, we all fucked around and found, we effed around, we fucked around in the find out in the A. Look, we fucked in the around. I mean, prior to the election, right? Here's the thing: the shock is the betrayal. Everybody's experiencing the tower card. It's the betrayal. It's the betrayal. Okay, that's the number one thing. Number two, no one is surprised about what's happening because there's more people that read Project 2025, but then I realized. Yeah, a lot of people read Project 25 more than I realized. So no one's shocked about it. But people are standing up against people and roaring their ass whenever they got something stupid to say. Speaking of that, there's a video I did want to watch. Let me find it. I think it's Karen Hunter's page. Let me play this before I go. Y'all know usually when my partner call, I be ready to hop off and be like, oh, that's my time to go. But let me just play this one last thing. Oh, shit. What? My activity on a YouTube post. You can delete your activity on posts. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to clear anything that I did. Hold on, must watch. I'm stunned. Hold on, wait a minute. Ugh. It was a stay in your lane. It was like stay in your lane. Damn it, I can't find it. Hold on, y'all. Before I go. You can keep commenting. I'm going to get to your comments. Just give me a second. I probably got to go down like this. I have to go by. How did the Catholic Church benefit from slavery? Because nobody's realizing. Okay, it was not Karen. It was this one.
Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today. Save
$20 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Conversation feels way too one-sided to me. You make comments like people don't care about women dying in birth. They care more about babies being stillborn. You use words like stillborn because they've killed the baby while it's inside before it comes out. And I don't think that's a fair analogy. And I don't think that we don't have movements that go, let's kill women during childbirth. So we really don't have to have a big movement against that. I think we do have things that are trying to improve that in our country,
And who's behind the people trying to improve maternal mortality? Who's behind it?
I would hope that every American, and that's another thing that I have. Oh, you're saying it's not, but you also say that Trump. But you're also saying it was
Debbie. Give me the policy that Trump has for maternal health.
You got me.
Sure, got. Well, you know what? It isn't a matter of getting you. It's a matter of just being logical. I mean, we have Republican states denying federal funding to feed children.
Yes.
That happened in Georgia, right? And ultimately, what I'm talking about is privacy in your doctor's office. That's ultimately what I'm saying. And I believe Reese's saying that too.
Can I add, in Texas, they're actually trying to minimize reporting on maternal mortality. They care so much. Okay, so then why in Texas are they trying to minimize reporting on that? Why are we have states where there are abortion bans, you have higher infant mortality? It's not because they're killing babies. It's because more babies that were never viable are being born. Why are more women dying in places with abortion bans? It's not because they care about women. It's not because they're trying to lower maternal mortality. It's not because they care about babies either. So we're having an evidence-based conversation. I know I may be animated, and I know I may be expressing myself in a way that maybe you're not accustomed to when that's coupled with facts and data and evidence and policy. But the data is there. And by the way, it's not just Black women who are dying disproportionately, it's white women that are dying disproportionately. But when we talk about who's doing something about it, we can talk about Republican Senator John Kennedy, who sat up there and said, well, if you correct, meaning if you disregard the maternal mortality for Black women in the state of Louisiana, which he's a senator for, well, it's not that bad. What? That sounds like a party that cares about it. Meanwhile, it's Vice President Kamala Harris coming in and elevating this to the level of the White House. It took Vice President Kamala Harris coming in and getting, like I said, it was 13 states, now it's 43, 47 something states that have expanded postpartum coverage. That was Vice President Kamala Harris's initiative.
I want to be clear. That's what I was saying. That's what Kamala was going to do. I knew it. I felt it. I said she's going to be there for the women and children. She's not going to go against no woman's body if she want to abort a baby or not. She said it.
Vice President Kamala Harris's platform to end the maternal mortality disparities that we see in this country, not just by race, but we have disparities with other countries. And so when I say that I don't believe that you care, Not you, because I don't know you. You called in. I didn't know who the hell you were before you called in. I'm talking about you in terms of this country, the choice that we've made policy-wise. There's evidence that there is not actually a concern for babies or for women because we do have the highest maternal mortality rate of industrialization. That's an evidence-based assessment.
I'm a nice guy, Debbie. Final comment.
Yeah, pardon me?
I said I'm a nice guy. Final comment, Debbie.
Okay, final comment is that you should stop saying things that aren't true, like Trump has Nazi rallies, and try to deal with the truth.
Debbie, is this your first time listening to the show? Is this your first time listening to the show? Debbie, is this your first time? Debbie, you couldn't even speak truth about the policy of the man that you support. Okay, I gave you space to speak your little bit of truth. You said humana, 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 humana. So you couldn't even speak that truth at all. So why don't you call in? Why don't you call in and know what you're talking about before you try to correct the record? You are in a ball of confusion. I don't know what brought you to this show, but no one is spitting out lies here. Who is spitting out lies is your own president. That is the liar in chief, Debbie.
Well, let me just ask Debbie one more question.
So Debbie, let me just say. Let me just give it to you, Debbie. First time listening?
Oh, see, I had one question for her, but it's okay. She can go. But that's funny because now when I broke down the evidence, it was now straw man talk about Nazi rally. Who said something about a Nazi rally?
Deflected.
What did you hear that? Oh.
I haven't mentioned his rallies, but see, here's the thing. She's putting us all in one category.
She's just going back to the all in one group. She's going back to the spread. Yeah, because I
care about children. Yeah. I care about women. I care about health. We were talking about anesthesia. We're talking about really specific things. And she just, boom. It's just so silly.
The parent.
I don't give a damn about Trump and his funky ass rallies, okay? The motherfucker is the president-elect. That's what I care about. I care about the way that this country is going to be ran. I care about his cabinet of deplorables, degenerates, deviants. That's what I care about. I care about, as we just discussed, if you were listening, with listening ears, how the next administration, the Trump administration, is going to be responsible for the fact that how anesthesia minutes coverage are calculated. That's what I'm concerned about when you have insurance companies that are announcing they're not going to cover anesthesia beyond the formula that now the Trump administration is going to be in charge of calculating. That's what my concern is when it comes to Trump. Not his little funky ass rallies and y'all little ugly ass red hats and you'll grab them by the pussy shirts. I don't care about y'all. I don't have nothing to do with y'all. Y'all ain't in my sphere.
Listen to her.
It does not impact me. It doesn't influence me. Matter of fact, I ain't even mad at y'all. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Y'all voted.
You wanted y'all little raggedy ass, authoritarian, criminal, degenerate president, and you got him. So I ain't even got a problem with you, Debbie, but stand in it. Stand in being the party that does not do anything about improving maternal mortality, doesn't do anything about improving children having child hunger. Stand in that. Don't call up in here talking about we lying on something. Stand in what the hell that you standing in on point blank period if you can't follow the conversation, Debbie.
First time to see it must be a new listener because if you don't listen for a while, you know I'm gonna ask you a question. I said, give me one policy that Trump is maternal. You got me.
That was funny. That was hilarious. She literally stuttered. Underhill. She literally stuttered. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I thought she was joking and trying to be an asshole. She literally stuttered. You want to hear that again? That was absolutely hysterical.
Or before you call in. I'm talking about you in terms of this country, the choice that we've made policy-wise. There's evidence that there is not actually a concern for babies or for women because we do have the highest maternal mortality rate of industrialization. That's an evidence-based assessment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nice guy, Debbie. Final comment.
Pardon me?
I said I'm a nice guy. Final comment. And ultimately, what I'm talking about is privacy in your doctor's office.
Oh, you're saying it's not, but you also say that Trump yeah, but you're also saying it was
Debbie.
Here you go.
Give me the policy that Trump has for maternal health.
Yeah. He ain't say nothing about maternal anything. I said that shit.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I sure got. Well, you know what? It isn't a matter of getting you. It's a matter of just being logical. I mean, we have Republican states denying federal funding to feed children.
Yes.
That happened in Georgia, right?
So to answer your question as a whole, Underhill, from what she just said, okay, understand that everybody is looking at the people who voted for this and watching them talk their shit. And people like myself and people like spaces like that, when people come into our space, we tear them a new one. Okay? We tear their ass a new one. Because this, look what the fuck is coming out of their mouths. She says stillbirth is because the baby is being killed before it comes out. Bitch, these bitches don't even know nothing about how the pussy works. They don't know nothing about reproductive health. I bet Clay know more than her about reproductive health, stillbirths, and all this shit. You know how many black women are fucking nurses right now that can tell her how stillbirths happen? This is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, Underhill, because I know you the one. That's why I'm not calling you out, but you get it. Is just sit back. When the people fight, they're going to fight hard. And they're going to swarm in when they fight. Don't think that the left is not fighting. The left is watching. It's the year of the snake. The left is watching. The left is observing. The left is watching them fuck up children. Because I knew this was going to happen. Daycare, federal, the left is watching. Because the only people who will get that ass handed to them is the MAGA people. In time when public opinion against abortion was even more hardline than right now, they allow access to it because women were dying in horrible ways. Absolutely. It ain't about somebody being reckless and wanting an abortion. It ain't about that. It's about women's reproductive health as a whole. It needs to be respected. It needs to be understood. She is carrying another human being that she's bringing into this world. She needs to be taken care of along with the baby that she's carrying. Republicans don't give a damn about that. They're like, well, you shouldn't have children that you can't afford. There's a lot of women, it doesn't matter what you got. A child's going to change your life regardless. A child is going to bring transformations in your life regardless of what your financial stance is. Some people financially get better and become better when they have a child. Okay? When they have a child. So they all don't make no goddamn sense. But definitely check out that show. It's on the Sirius XM under the Urban View category. Neuro with his fiddle. Hold on. I missed one of your comments. Yeah. And under Trump, nobody has any rights. No right to health care, no right to food, no anything. Abandon the masses. Yes, he did. Neuro with the fiddle. Definitely. Gotta pay the piper, right? I don't know who Neuro with the fiddle is. Like, I know who Neuro with the fiddle is, but it's like I need a picture to see it. But the piper. Gotta pay the piper. And that's exactly what Trump is treating us like. Anyway, y'all, I gotta bounce. I hope this show was helpful. And stay tuned for more information. I'll probably come back at midnight after I get off my shift and probably have something else to say. I don't know. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Thank you for all for who participated, who was talking to me, who tuned in and all that stuff. In time, I'll probably drop the link for some people to come up here and talk and stuff like that. I just don't want to interrupt nobody when I know I'm kind of doing a quick show and I got to bounce. You know, it got to be a day where I know that I can have time to be attentive to everybody, okay? Anyway, everybody have a great day. I'm out. Peace. Definitely peace. Peace. And take care of yourself.